What you doing? Welcome to part 2 of the wheel bearing packing video. We're here to show you that you don't have to be a big, burly, good-looking man like me. Even your woman can do it. If you like seeing your girl all nice and sexy and greasy, this is a job to do it.
Which he does not.
No, I like her as a glamour girl. But this stuff hurts my back, so I can usually take these off with just a pair of channel locks and just opening it up and kind of wiggling it, but it takes some brute force. And if you don't have that brute force, then this is the way that you want to do it. And you're just going to tap off that cap. Just work it off slowly and easily.
And I have no experience in this kind of stuff, so you guys could probably do it a lot quicker than I can because I don't know what I'm doing at all.
Go from the front, babe. Here, hold the camera. If you go from the front like this, just go up and down. These channel locks don't open up quite wide enough.
They're really greasy because we already did the other side. So.
But yeah, you can.
It is moving.
This is going to be a video all in itself.
Usually he takes it off quite faster than that.
So that's your dust cover for the front of these. And if you have a trailer and you notice that you're missing one of these, you need to get one right away, because what happens is that grease heats up and it'll just leak out of there. And then it'll burn up a bearing, it'll destroy your spindle, and you'll have to replace an entire axle to fix that. So
are we actually taking the wheel off this time, or are we just gonna?
No, well, we got the generator running, but we were able to muscle those and save that step. I think that in this case we'll do the same. So your first step is to get that cotter pin out. Let me get you in close so you can see that. She's bending it down. And then what I like to use are these guys right here. And you can go ahead.
I probably can't do it. Closer?
Yeah, don't cut them off yet. Just kind of use that. And let me show you.
Push it up?
Here, you hold the camera. Let me show you how to do it. But yeah.
I thought I was doing it this time. It's really
You're
hard.
still learning, Grasshopper.
It's really hard for him to watch me struggle. So.
Okay, so I'll turn them over like that, tap them up a little bit. This one's...
Last time I used the screwdriver and I dropped it inside of it right here. But
that would work too. A couple of ways to skin a cat here. You just kind of move that to it so it's centered like that. And then the thing moves a lot easier. This is what, if somebody forgets to put these things in for you, that castle nut will come off and you'll lose your whole wheel. So, happened to a friend of ours just recently. So, he didn't have me do his wheel bearings. So, you'll remember next time. Okay, now that nut shouldn't be very tight. You should be able to...
All right. Why are you trying to take my work away from me? But you can see.
Oh my God, we got cloud cover. It is so hot here today. It's supposed to be 108 degrees. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be your little gopher guy. Your little gopher guy. Remember to set up a little paper towel pad that you can put your stuff down so they don't get dirty. Yeah. Her payment for this job is a manicure pedicure, mani pedi.
Alright, so you never really taught me how to get it out. I just grab it and pull it.
Well, you can do that with that or use a small screwdriver. Here.
Well, last job we had these cool little hook tools he brought.
A hook tool will work, yeah. Now, at this point, there's nothing holding that wheel on, so if you're having trouble getting that off, just grab the entire wheel and wiggle it.
But we never jacked it up, so we can't wiggle it.
Right? Oh, yeah. Well, I guess that's the end of this part of the video, because I need to go in and jack up the trailer. And I guess with this particular setup, you only have to jack it in one place and both wheels will come off. Most situations, that's not the same. I have two torsion axles here that are on a common rail. So I'm able to go underneath there and just jack on that common rail and both wheels come up off the ground. You're going to need two jacks in most cases for a leaf spring with a shackle setup. Both wheels will not come off the ground. There's a lot of pivot in that system, so you'll need two jacks. And when you jack a trailer up, you want to jack it as close to the end of the axle as you can and still be able to operate, and put jack stands under it and stuff, do all the safety precautions and stuff, to make sure the thing doesn't fall on you. But in this situation, we're kind of blessed in the fact that we don't have to jack up both axles individually. We can just use the one common rail, and I'm about to go under and do that. But let's just see if she can get this thing off. Oh,
He thinks this is hilarious.
7 minutes of fun here. Come on, you can do it.
Oh, I'm going to hurt myself.
Another thing that you can do, babe, is get that thing in there and then kind of angle it back. If you can get a hammer on it.
And it's already pushed out pretty.
So the wheels aren't really deep enough for you to do what I'm telling you to do. But yeah, just get it in there so you can pound it. But yeah, this would be easier if we had actually jacked it up and you could rotate that. But
Well, then get to jacking.
all right, I'll get to jacking. You guys know how to take a grease cover off now, so I don't need to record this. Although the humor of it might be worth sticking around for. Anyways, check in for part 3. We'll kind of give you some of the packing instructions on how I like to pack a wheel bearing if you don't have a grease packer, which I don't tend to bring them along. I'm a mobile company, so I don't like that stuff. I don't like it getting my stuff all greasy, so I don't usually carry a packer with me. So I pack everything by hand, and I'll show you how to do that. There's a little bit of a technique to it. What she's doing is cleaning off all that excess grease and stuff. This is not something that has to be done, but it's just something that I do to make it look like somebody's been here, Just clean all that stuff up. So I'm going to go jack it up, and then part 3 will be packing of the wheel bearings and stuff, and other tips and things that I can think of. All right, so sign off, baby.
Bye, guys.
Take care. See ya.